What's up? Dana the Dollar here, back at it again on the video. Just finished doing this mobile mechanic job. I was doing oil change and then just looking at a couple sensors and stuff. But got bad news. The daily, hold up, no power steering, I'm doing one hand. But got bad news, guys. Toyota, no good. She blew up yesterday. Yeah, the engine is blowing up. Don't know what happened. I was had the car for literally 2 days. Registered, everything was good. It was driving real smooth. I didn't really hear nothing that was out of the ordinary. So this is so this is pretty much what I think what happened, right? So by the way, it was one of my friend's mom's car. So by the way, it was one of my friend's mom's car. So it was, Toyotas are very prone of burning oil. And if you guys drive a Toyota, you guys will know. They're very prone of burning oil. So that means that you gotta check the oil frequently. Like every 1,000 miles, it's just good to check the oil just in case if it's, a little bit too low or a little bit too high. Those cars only take 3.8 quarts. On a Toyota Camry of a 1990 model, I think it goes from like 97 to like 2001. So those engines only take 3.8 quarts. And I was checking a lot of fluids. I was checking everything just to go on, to make sure, because I drove it. I drove it doing it in some Instacart and then hanging out with a couple friends Saturday. So Sunday, I was like, no, let me just check out a lot of things, a lot of fluids, check out all the fluids and something that I need in the future, So pretty much I was checking out the fluids. Transmission fluid would look perfect. For 99, the transmission fluid was nice and pink. It was a little bit low, but it wasn't like too out of the ordinary. It was like maybe halfway through the dipstick, so I just needed like a half a quart of a quarter of a quart of a transmission. But yeah, just need like a half a quart or something like that. I was checking a lot of stuff. The brake fluid looked garbage. I was just like, what the hell was that? But pretty much I needed, when I checked the oil, it was like on the front of the dipstick it was nothing. In the back of it was like you saw oil in it, so it was throwing me off. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, God, let me do it again. Let me just, because I was running the oil, so I was running the car, so I turned it off. The car was already off, so but I let it sit for like maybe 10 more minutes and let everything settle. Then I checked the dipstick, nothing on the dipstick. I was like, bro, I'm like, what the I'm like, bro. I'm like, all right. So I took my car. I went to Walmart to get some oil because Walmart is cheaper. Then from there, I came back, put the oil in there, nothing on the dipstick again. So I'm like, this is concerning. I'm like, usually it'll be like 1 quart low, that's that's sometimes how it usually be. So I went to this time I went to Advance because I didn't feel like going to Walmart. So I just bought some cheap oil, some cheap Fram full synthetic oil. It was like $6, $7. So I ended up doing that, and I had to put 3 quarts in the car. Put 3 quarts, everything was good. We pretty much letting it run for a little bit, and then I love this car. But pretty much, yeah. So it was just, I put the oil on there. Everything was good on the car, and I thought I was going to get some pizza. I went to Jones Beach. If you guys know Long Island area, I went to Jones Beach. I was hanging out there for a little bit. Some guy was just feeding the pigeons and all type of stuff with his seeds. So I was like, all the birds was all around the car. So I'm like, let me just leave. End up leaving, merging on the highway. Then the car went up to like like 4,000 or like 4,000 RPMs around there, and yeah, she was going. I wasn't going fast. I was just like at 50 miles per hour. I was just merging over and really 55 miles per hour. People be speeding over there, so it was kind of like you just had to kind of merge over kind of quick. But I was at like 55 miles per hour, and the car said, "Boom!" I was just like, "Yo!" I'm like, "What was that?" I was just like, "Bruh." It took me like a day. I was like knowing like day of relaxing, because it kind of actually fucked me over, really. Sorry for my language, but I was just like pretty much like I had the car, you know, I drove this car all the way to PA, getting a lot of parts and stuff like that for this car, making sure this car was in tip-top shape to even get out there. I spent a lot of money on like gas and stuff like that, and you know, all the 9 yards. And pretty much, yeah, after when I came back, then yeah, so I pretty much, that's when that's when there's all of that, those issues, really. These people don't know how to drive in New York, bro. People don't know how to drive in New York. but pretty much, yeah, her engine is done. She actually put a hole in the block of it, but yeah, I'll put a picture of it. I have a picture, so it will pop up right now. But if you guys see the picture, but other than that, it was crazy enough with a blowing a motor with a hole in the right middle of the block. The car still started. So I was like, yo, even with the car blown up, the car still drove like a mile until the battery, because it broke the AC compressor off the block of the motor. So other than that, then surprisingly, the car still started and ran. And went 60 miles per hour. So I was like, really surprisingly, that car went 60 miles per hour with 3 cylinders. If the engine wasn't blown up, honestly, I probably would have just sent it. I would have just sent it. I would have took off the oil pan off, took out all the material off, and honestly, if I would have sent it, I would have just if that car was still driving with 3 cylinders, I would have just sent it. But she's blown though. It is what it is. Kind of pissed me off. These people don't know how to drive. But reality, car was really a good car. Honestly, it was a really good car. Driving real smooth. That's one thing I liked about it. It was driving real smooth. It was really good. It was really good daily car for, like, you know, from like going getting to A to B, and then like doing like DoorDash, Uber Eats, or like, you know, anything that's like, you know, it's a good car for driving. That's the one thing I say about it. So that's the reason why I liked it, because it was really good at gas. For the only time being, I had the car for at least like I had the car for Thursday night, so you could say Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And that's when Sunday afternoon. So really, I had the car for like maybe 2 days. Really, you could say like 2 days. And I only put gas in once. So all the amount of driving I did, I only put gas in once. And I honestly, I did a lot of, I didn't do a lot of miles, but I don't know how many miles I did, but I'll probably say I probably did a solid maybe 200 miles. I'll say maybe 300 miles in like 2 days, and out of like 1 tank of gas. Not even a tank of gas, because I didn't even fill it up all the way. So it was definitely like 300 miles I did. But I was like, it's not bad, and I only paid like $20. So I was like, that's not bad. My car, if we get 300 miles, I would have needed like 40 bucks, 45, almost 50. So it's a big giant difference. video of the day before when I was driving it and stuff like that. So yeah, so if I do have the video, it will be right after here. So yeah, but just like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. And I will tell you guys in the future what I'm going to be doing. I don't think I'm going to replace the engine, because I don't know, but kind of depends whatever the future tells me, whatever if I'm on. At the end of the day, just stay positive, keep your head up, and just keep going with the flow. That's the only thing I got to say. But thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I saw the new guys that actually subscribed. We had 137 subscribers. So the people who just did subscribe, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're still trying to go for the aim for at least two, like I said, we're trying to get like 200 subscribers at least by July. So if we can hit that, that would be good. So yeah, but other than that, yeah, I really do appreciate it. And thank you for the new people that actually subscribe, and for the people who still watching, like the OGs, yeah, thank you for keeping watching my videos. I try my best. But yeah, like I said, just like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. What's up? So it definitely been a couple hours. I was editing the video, and yeah, so I was editing the video, and I was just like, know what, instead of me showing you a picture on the screen, I was just like, let me just show you guys in person. So let me turn this camera and unlock the door. Where's the key? I know one thing for a 90s cars, this hood is low-key type heavy, especially by picking this up with one hand. All right. Okay, so all right, here's a little 4-cylinder, but here is the window and the block of the motor. Yep, right there. So it was crazy enough that when I was driving this car, all I heard is just boom, and then all you see, this broke off. This thing hit so hard. Hopefully the AC compressor is still good, because the AC was running good, but I'm pretty sure this AC compressor may be broken. So it is what it is at the end of the day. Yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. But pretty much, yeah, I was just like, damn, this car was actually driving real smooth before this even happened. Real smooth. It was before that even happened, it was no issues. Only issue was it was the idle control valve that was in there. That was the only issue. Other than that, this thing was pretty mint. Yeah, but this was an oil dipstick when I was checking out, when I was telling you. Yeah, so, but I would say is definitely, I'm not gonna talk too long, but I would say definitely check out for the next video I'm gonna be dropping. Because the next video is gonna explain everything about what I'm gonna be doing to this car, if I'm gonna keep it or if I'm gonna get rid of it and get something different. So that's something that you guys had to stay tuned for. I already have the answer, but yeah, so you guys can think about what you think, if you think what I'm gonna actually do to this car. But in the meantime, yeah, just put anything that you think what I'm gonna be doing to it in the comments. Honda swap. Yeah, that would have been crazy though. That would have been definitely crazy. It was a K series inside a Camry. That would have been an ultimate sleeper. That would have been a real sleeper. Imagine K series inside a Camry. Oh, you hear and the Camry going. That would have been insane, though. That would have definitely been insane. Let me drop down this hood. All right. Watch this slam. And this hood is like maybe 50 pounds. It's right there. But yeah, but pretty much, yeah. That's all I got to say for the. She was driving real good for those solid 2 days. Real good. But yeah, I have not in this video. But just like and subscribe. Again, be aiming for that 200 subscribers at the end of July. So hopefully we can definitely reach this goal. And a lot more videos is going to be coming very, very soon. So there's going to be a lot of good videos, since especially getting warm outside. So I'm going to be making a lot of videos and everything for the eclipse here. This one maybe. This one is, no, that one is long gone. But But yeah, shout out to that guy. But yeah, but just like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one.